Rashid, FBA all day. Continuing to press forward with this True Masculinity podcast platform and movement that we're doing over here, man. Yeah, man, just staying consistent, man. Trying to continue to stay consistent. We're not going to be derailed. You know, we are not going to be derailed or hindered. That the powers that be does not want us to continue to spread this knowledge and information out to the mass of FBA people who want to continue to, have a movement that kind of encompasses something that's different. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. I follow that brother. I feel the FBA movement. I feel the reparations movement, because it is definitely needed in today's times to get behind a brother like that. But like I said, True Masculinity, we have a different concept as well, where I guess what he would embrace or call this type of FBA person the Sambo movement. But due to the fact that we are not tethers, I'm not a tether myself. I don't get down with the tether class. I'm FBA all day. I feel like this is my position to call us to task, to help us be our greatest selves. So that's what I do on TMP, man. I just try to give a different perspective than the norm. I'm not an enabler. I'm not a person who is a black excuse maker or whatever you want to call it, enabler. I'm not the one that's going to circle the wagon on my skin color just because they're our skin type. This is the same way Tariq Nasheed does for immigrants or black folks who are tethers. It's the same way I look at our own folks in a way. Just because you're FBA does not mean that you are for the cause. This is my biggest thing. A person who wants to enact violence amongst ourselves, who wants to give black people a bad reputation, who wants to continue these tropes and things of this nature, I feel like we have to delineate from those people as well. The warrior class of folks who are misguided. A lot of these young YNs. There's a lot of folks I feel like they don't get enough of the blame for the negative depiction of black people globally, and that's just the reality. The same people that are the same image that globally is, propagandized and put to the forefront is the same imagery that can make us, that has a lot of black folks having living in a negative light, collectively, man. So yeah, dog. You gotta call us to task as well. That's my biggest thing. Continue to call us to task. And I'm also tired of these liberal think tanks even putting out this bullshit. Nobody wants to hear a lot of this shit. Get these fucking immigrants the hell out of our country, man. That's my mindset. I don't care what color you are, black, brown, yellow, or green, nigga. Get them the fuck out of here, man. And, they love to talk about the European immigrants, but, man, they're not the ones that's putting a stranglehold on our society, man. So we got to get these folks the fuck up out of here, man. Go back to your country.
It's a gum run now, guys. Gum run. Excuse me. Those in other areas that you were in today. We have, like I said before, that we
no está respondiendo preguntas, compañeros. Le hemos preguntado quién exactamente está buscando aquí en esta tienda con México. Le hemos preguntado con anticipación cuántos días nos responde. How long is this operation going to last?
It'll last till they get a lot of these illegals the fuck out the country, man. That's how long it's gonna last, man. You don't worry about that. Worry about wondering why people come into this country illegally and have no respect for the infrastructure and the people that's already been here, laying the foundation down for this country. That's what you need to worry about. They have no respect for the infrastructure here. They have no respect for the laws of our country. A lot of these people, man, they just need to vacate. Vámonos, adios, amigos, man. Just hit the road, Jack. You understand? You know, black folks, we founded this country. You know, we were paramount and you know, foundational, as they say, man. You know, we're paramount in the implementation of building this in country, man. Like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the beginning, the original people in this country, melanated people. You know, me myself, I have indigenous people in my bloodline, man. I have Native American people in my bloodline. As you see, for these long locks, they love to take a dump on us black folks, man. My hair come all the way down to my back. You know, skin black as night. You know, it's big. Got a nice little maroon undertone. You know, FBA all day, man. You can see I'm foundational. I'm far from a native African. Far from that. So these folks, man, they know what they're doing, man. They know the stress they're putting on this country economically, systemically. So, man, we got to take a little bit of this. We got to alleviate this weight off of our backs and our collective shoulders. And yeah, we got to do what we got to do, man.
We're with Univision. How long is this operation going to last, sir?
President Trump's immigration crackdown has spread to two more major American cities. One of them is New Orleans, where federal sweeps included places like Home Depot and Lowe's, known to attract migrants trying to
Hilarious.
find day work, day labor. It comes as the president continues to criticize Somali Americans as well, living in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and agents are cracking down in that community as well. We've got correspondents in both cities, and we'll start with Katie Weiss in New Orleans.
Federal agents fanned out across the New Orleans metropolitan area Wednesday. Social media showed them arresting people in a Home Depot parking lot and outside a gas station next to a Lowe's home improvement store. Multiple people captured the moment they targeted workers on the roof of what appeared to be a residential home. After several law enforcement vehicles stopped in front of that house, the men on the roof could be seen quickly pulling up their ladder as armed agents surrounded the property. During our coverage of the operation Wednesday, we ran into Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino. How many people did you detain today?
We're still counting. A lot and still counting.
He has become one of the faces of the Trump administration's nationwide immigration crackdown after similar controversial large-scale arrests in other cities, including Los Angeles, Chicago, and Charlotte.
We've got several hundred agents spread across the New Orleans area, so not just us, so we've got a lot.
Protesters have shouted their opposition in the city over the past several days.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I applied for one of the ICE detention centers in Florida, man. Alligator something. Alligator Sanctuary. Either way, man. Alligator Island or something like that. I applied to be trying to make them big bucks, man. Them dudes are pulling in great money weekly out there, man. Great money, man. I want to say it was like something ridiculous. Working like a month straight though. Then you get 2 weeks off. But I want to say you're making like $3,000 a week or something. It's something ridiculous, dude. Either way, man, I support the ICE. I support the immigration control, man. We gotta have some type of rules and regulations of this country, man. We can't just allow a free for all here, man. It's not what this country was built on, in my opinion. This country's built on structure, law and order, precedent, amendments, bylaws, checks and balances, things of this nature, man. And it's just gone out of control completely.
As community members say, some immigrants have been too afraid to leave their house this week for work or even grocery shopping.
People are just really scared. Regardless of what their immigration status is, they're worried about people being arrested. I've gotten calls from teachers.
Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar of Minnesota is here with me now. First of all, federal prosecutors say 59 people have been investigated in these schemes so far. Americans at large stole tens of billions of forms of aid during the pandemic all over the country. Minnesota's fraud scandal stands out, according to federal auditors. What are you hearing from investigators right now?
Well, I've been following the cases closely as they've gone through the courts, and we know that there are more indictments possibly coming.
Fuck that bitch.
Recovery efforts are underway near Timnath Reservoir off County Road 74 in South Colorado Boulevard. Colorado State Patrol telling us that Russell's vehicle was found upside down off the road. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Micah Smith. Here's what we know so far. Kaylee was first reported missing Sunday near a park and ride lot east of Loveland. CBI says she dropped her father off and was heading to a friend's house, but never arrived. Rescue crews have been searching the area all day. Fast forward to about 2 hours ago, crews found a car matching her car's description, again near Timnath Reservoir, about 13 miles north of the park and ride.
That's where Denver 7's Veronica Costa is live tonight. Veronica, you've been working all day to find out what happened alongside her family and friends.
And I just spoke with Kaylee Russell's aunt, who told me that police did tell them that they found Russell's vehicle. They also said they found her in it. Now, you can see this police presence behind me. This is near Colorado Boulevard and Wild Wing Drive. And take a look at this video. Air Tracker 7 also on scene tonight. You can see in it a dark-colored vehicle upside down in that body of water just off the road, not far from where we are tonight. Just moments ago, Colorado State Patrol telling us that they have identified that vehicle as the one that Kaylee Russell was last seen in. Now, crews still working to recover that vehicle, as you all mentioned, and family and friends, they did take to social media just a couple of hours ago to say the vehicle was found and was over, though CSP wasn't confirming that information for us just yet. The official GoFundMe for Russell also saying she was found dead. Earlier today, friends and family gathered at the park and ride. This was just east of Loveland where she was last seen. They handed out flyers. They combed through some of those back and county roads that they wanted to search and really focus on throughout today. Now, I spoke with some of those who showed up to that search party about what made 20-year-old Kaylee Russell.
What the hell? What kind of sense does this even fucking make? Side note, I'm just saying this. I'm out here in Colorado myself, so this 20-year-old girl's riding around and crash.
So special. She's a sweetheart. Super kind, super sweet, always driven, super family oriented, loves her friends and family, spends a lot of time with them. And lots of family out here tonight, as you can probably imagine, many of them very upset. The city of Evans telling us that they're coordinating with CSP as this investigation now falls under their jurisdiction.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It definitely sucks, dude. Like, it's been snowing out here lately. And, I don't want them in our country. Shout out to Trump for that, man. I don't want them in our country either, man.
Yeah. On some laws, Mr. President, do you think he should resign over the fraud scandal in his state?
And who should?
Tim Walz, over the fraud scandal in his state.
Look, I think the man's a grossly incompetent man. I thought that from the day.
Like, you got to think, if you bring a whole class of people, if you just have a free-for-all with immigration, these people can overrun the political landscape of America, bro. If you just have a free-for-all in which you're letting people come into this country at a high clip, at a high rate, just an influx of people just flowing into your country, these people, and then especially if they go to specific Democrat-ran cities, these people can overthrow you politically, because a lot of these places you can actually, like just the lady he's just talking about, that lady, you can become a citizen here The Somali lady in Minneapolis, I forgot her name. I just showed the video of her, and they can literally overthrow a government. I didn't even think illegal people were able to vote in this country. Like, so it's a crazy. I mean, it's a crazy situation. Like, these people are not policing these polls. They're letting these people just have free for all in this country politically. It just seems un-American to me to be able to bring an influx of immigrants here and they can have a vote in this country. You're not even a citizen here. How are you able to legally vote? I don't care if you have a visa, green card, work visa, whatever the fuck. How are these people that are tethers, illegal immigrants, how are they able to impact elections? Like, that's a dangerous precedent you're setting when you allow illegal people to come here, illegal immigrants, and then have a hand in the political party. No mas, man. Shout out to Trump, man. I don't want him here either. These smelly fuckers, the fuck out of here. Musty goddamn tethers that fuck up out of America, man. Get them out.
I watched JD Strayman and I was saying, who was more incompetent, that man or my man? I had a man and he had a man. They were both incompetent, and I had a man and a woman. I thought she was very incompetent too, but now she's leading the field, and I think she's leading the field in the nomination. Anyway, look, that's up to them. That's up to the Democrats. You know, the problem with them is they have really bad policy. And I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want them to change it necessarily. Because I want to run against it. Whether it's not going to be me, it's going to be somebody that's going to probably sitting at this table. It could be a couple of people sitting at this table. Could be a couple of people running together sitting at this table. But I want them to win because we've done a great job in this country, and I want that to be carried forward. And I think we have a tremendous bench, really a tremendous bench. But I think that Walsh is a grossly incompetent man. There's something wrong with him. Okay, there's something wrong with him. And when you look at what he's done with Somalia, which is barely a country, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. There's no structure. And when I see somebody like Ilhan Omar, who I don't know at all, but I always watch her for years. I've watched her complain about our Constitution, how she's being treated badly. Our Constitution, the United States of America, is a bad place. Hates everybody, hates Jewish people, hates everybody. And I think she's an incompetent person. She's a real terrible person. But when I watch what is happening in Minnesota, the land of 1,000 lakes, or however many lakes they got a lot of lakes, but this beautiful place, and I see these people ripping it off, and now I'm understanding, and you're going to look into that, I hear they ripped off Somalians. Ripped off that state for billions of dollars. Billions. Every year. Billions of dollars. And they contribute nothing.
Straight up shit show, man. Straight up shit show.
Mr. President, as you well know.
Straight up shit show this is going on across this country right now.
Meantime, the Trump administration is cracking down on the asylum of Afghan nationals. The reignited immigration debate is putting Democrats.
And they love to want us FBA black folks, American black folks, foundational black folks to cape for these people, man. No effing way, dude. No more, man. No more will we cape for a lot of these individuals who just do not rock with us, man. They come here, they scam our country, do nothing with these billions of dollars to help foundational black Americans. They have no Robin Hood energy in them, No real FBA Robin Hood, steal from the rich, give to the poor in them, man. What are they doing? Sending it back to their country? They're scamming America for billions of dollars. How is that impacting us? How is that helping us FBAs? Like I said, putting a stress and strain on our infrastructure, and then who's gonna be the one paying for these when they stealing all this money and scamming? Who's gonna be the one to pay for it? Who's gonna be the one to feel the inflation? You know what I'm saying? These people, they sit around scamming all day, get food stamps, welfare, all type of help and shit. When they come to this country, they scam this country. It's time for a new change, man. And Trump is the man to do it. I really wish they would turn up the heat a little bit more. I really still feel like they're a little bit lax on the immigration front. I think they need to turn up the heat just a little bit more during this winter time. You know what I'm saying? Get these motherfucking migrants and roaches scattering. You know what I mean? It's time to turn up the heat a little bit in this oven of America. It's too free right now. You know, got to cut back, trim the fat. Like I said, man, I appreciate y'all tapping in. It's TNP, man, True Masculinity Podcast, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that like button. You know the dig. Feel so inclined, show some love on that